Alright guys, welcome back to another fitness vlog here. Nathan is my name if you're new to the channel. Welcome. These little videos are just some raw footage of real life training rather than editing the crap out of it to make it look really good. It's just me giving you guys some good old information about my training, and maybe you can get a few tips along the way from someone who's been training and helping clients achieve their goals for almost 14 years now. All right, so I haven't done a video for 3 days, as you can see. Have just been swept with this like massive amount of fatigue and hunger. Now, current goals at the moment are base building with my training and losing 3 to 5 kilos. I want to drop off a little bit of weight, get a little bit leaner before Christmas, and training wise I'm happy just to sort of be building on my base, my foundations of things, get back into the gym doing some resistance training. But overall training this week didn't happen because I was just exhausted, like out of nowhere, and I don't know what it was. Like, I have one thing in mind that I think it might be. A week ago, I went to a Christmas party and we did paintball. And if you know the sort of person that I am, those days are awesome, but I get very competitive, right? And when it comes to things like paintball, well, I'm very, very, very happy to get shot. As long as I have the opportunity, obviously, to shoot someone else in this game of paintball. Now, with getting a lot of other people, come with me getting shot quite a fair bit. And you know what? I was like, got all the welts like normal people do, and but I got bruising about 2 or 3 days later, sort of, that came through, and I reckon it's kicked me up the ass. My legs were inflamed, I was tired, and I just felt like my body was just looking for, like, just give me some recovery, because my hunger was through the roof and my activity levels were really, really low. Meaning, basically my body was forcing me to be a fat, lazy slob, which I was for about 3 days now. And I feel like I'm really only just coming out of this now, which is good, because obviously you can see me running again, which is nice. Nice to be back towards a little bit of training. But talk about absolutely being blindsided. I don't know if you guys ever have that as well, where you're like, you're going, you feel good, your training's doing well, your diet's on point, and then bam, something completely unexpected, you know, happens. And I know the last 3 days with me not training and my hunger, like, ridiculous, just could not satiate myself no matter what I ate. Yeah, it was, I hate it. It was very, very frustrating. So clearly that day, the paintball day, had expanded so much energy out, and then obviously the bruising, the injury itself to the body was like, hey, this is no good. You need to conserve some energy and recover. And that's what, I didn't choose to do it, so I'm not sitting here saying that I chose to do that. Well, my body literally forced me to stop, rest, and basically pig out because I was blindsided by this. I kind of didn't really do that good with the diet, to be honest. Food choices were fine, but I just ate way too much. So now I feel like I'm running like a fat ton of shit, to be honest. And now it's time to come to rectify what I've done and what I've been doing. But this used to happen to me all the time, and I never understood where it used to come from. If you export a lot of energy out, especially quickly, your body will want the same thing in return, in reverse. This is why a lot of people that are doing training that is very vigorous for their body and very consistently will have a lot of things like cravings, food, like no food control. They'll be in diet mindset all the time. They'll really struggle to stick to the diet. They'll do it for a couple of days and then the diet, you know, or the training or their hunger cues will get the better of them. This is one reason, or just one application as to how this can happen. Because when we export, you're trying to think that energy in and energy out, or calories in and calories out, they are dependent variables. They are dependent upon each other. So if you change one, the other does want to change. So I think a lot of people seem to think that they are independent variables, meaning that like if you just want to lose weight, you've just got to eat less and move more. But the challenge with that is the constant adaptations to resist that from happening from your body, because they are dependent variables. So if your body recognizes that there's not enough energy going in, it will reduce your calories out or your energy out, meaning it makes you more tired, make you feel like that fat lazy slob that I was, makes you feel like you don't want to train, which means people say I lose motivation, I lose my willpower, all those different things. That can be just another way that your body conserves energy, it saves energy by getting you to feel tired and hungry. What's the best way to gain weight? What's the best way to conserve energy? For your body to make your mind and your body become super tired all the time and super hungry. These two things, calories in, calories out, they are dependent variables. So you've got to be very careful with what you do with them. That's why a dramatic low calorie diets dramatically, like the dramatic cut, you can see a massive deduction in calories out, meaning that you don't do as much. This is not something that you can control, by the way. It's very tightly regulated from your body. You can always attempt to try and push it, but most people seem to lose. And I definitely did this week, and I reckon that's a big, I don't know if it's a big example, but an example of this, which is I exported way too much energy out, and this week my body was like, nah, stuff ya. You did that to me, you got me bruises, you did all those bits and pieces, you're gonna need to recover and eat. And that's what I did. I slept more and I ate not just more, like way too much. Yeah, like to the point that I feel very, very thick and very heavy today running. But it's always just a wake-up call when, you know, sometimes things can blindside you. Not every week is gonna be a pretty week. So it's Friday morning. I've just jogged to the kids swimming. Job today is to get back to some easy training so that I don't exacerbate any of these sensations and feelings that I was already happening. So I want easy energy out, so easy training, so my body doesn't react with more tiredness and more hunger. Can't have that, especially when I want to lose 3 or so kilos. That just, hunger, no good.